I love.
With us now to share his expertise and insights, Dr. Christoph Diazio. He's a pediatrician and president of the North Carolina Pediatric Society. Doctor, it's great to see you today. You just heard Dr. Walensky there. You saw those two 14-year-olds in Georgia getting the shot in the arm. I assume this is going to be a busy piece of your practice. What is the number one question you get from parents when they're asking, is it safety? Is it something else? Should I bring in my teenager?
I think, there's lots of concern. I mean, honestly, right now with the recent announcements, we're not really dealing with hesitancy as much as we are dealing with how to meet demand, that people are really wanting to come in and get protected. But to answer your question, most hesitancy, I think, is related to how was it developed so quickly. And I think the answer to that is that this has been the plan. We've spent a lot of time and effort over the years developing the infrastructure to be able to develop a vaccine quickly, and we've had this massive success. I mean, this is something to celebrate.
It is something to celebrate. I'm with you 100% on that. And so what you have, I understand from the staff, your phones have been ringing off the hook today, people coming in. That's what we will see. The people who've been waiting, who are eager, who believe in the science will line up right away. And then after that, we'll circle back in a week or two and see what's happening then. I just want to show you this poll this is from Axios and Ipsos back earlier in the month. 49% say totally likely to get a vaccine for their children as quickly as possible. 49% say totally not likely. So how do you deal with that bottom half? What do you think is the best way to approach someone who is hesitant and say, hear me out? What are the 2 or 3 points that win them over?
I think it comes down to empathy. I mean, this is new. This is scary, right? And so I think we have to start from a place of mutual respect, talking about the fact that I understand why you're concerned about the vaccine, but I also understand how terrible this disease has been, how many moments that it has robbed from us. I mean, literally, baptisms, weddings, funerals, not being able to gather together to mourn or celebrate life events. And this vaccine gives us the ability to do that. And I think when you start thinking about the cost of the disease and what it's done and the fear of the disease, with this vaccine, we can move in a different direction and really get on the other side of this.
Another very important issue, I assume, to you personally and your practice that came up at the hearing this morning was that kids, because of COVID, because of restrictions, because of keep everybody apart, kids have fallen behind on getting their other vaccines that we normally get in life. I want you to listen to Dr. Walensky. A lot of people asking, well, if they show up for a COVID vaccine, can you catch them up? Listen to this.
Unfortunately, we actually don't have data on whether we can co-administer the COVID-19 vaccine and other routine immunizations. We need to take this outreach and make sure that we are reaching these communities and not only conveying the importance of getting the COVID-19 vaccine, but if we are not able to co-administer them, to make sure we get back to these children and be able to administer the routine vaccines that they have lost before the school year.
Is that your experience, that you have a backlog of other vaccines in addition to trying to get kids in to get a COVID shot?
Certainly, both in our practice and national data showed that the well visits didn't drop that much in the younger ages, but at the older ages, they certainly did. So TDAP, HPV vaccine, meningococcal vaccine, things like that. But, honestly, primary care has been doing recall for children overdue for vaccines for years. This is something we know how to do and we're good at it. And so if it becomes we give you one vaccine today, we set up your recall appointment, we call you if you don't come in, we send you letters. This is a basic part of primary care. It's not easy and we're all tired, but it's something that we do every day.
Well, we know you're all tired, Dr. Diazio, but we're grateful for your work and the work of your colleagues across the country. Thank you for your time today, sir.
Thank you. It's an exciting time. We're really excited to go on offense finally.
I'm glad to hear that. Go on offense finally. I like the way you put that. I might steal that. Thank you, Dr.